Picture this. You walk into your kitchen and the dishes are already done. They're clean, they're spotless, they're even put away. Countertops are wiped down, your trash can's already outside on the curb, and your kid's room is spotless. No meltdowns, no arguments. And the best part is your coffee is already made and you didn't do any of it. The thing that did is standing over there in the corner, about 5'6", 5'8", not bugging you, not complaining, not saying it's tired, doesn't need a break. It's just charging away. And here's the wild part. This isn't a sci-fi movie from the year 2070. This is a possibility of a product that is out right now for purchase. It's a humanoid robot. It's something that is actually affordable. It's even cheaper than the price of a used car. So the question isn't, are we ever gonna get a robot that could actually help us out around the house? The question is, when can I get it? And that is now. So stick with me because the answer is genuinely pretty incredible. But there's a part that no one really explains or put into their ad. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about the dream that all these companies are selling. They're saying that we're gonna have a humanoid robot in our house, folding clothes, doing laundry, cleaning the dishes, mopping and vacuuming the floor. Sounds really nice, right? But that's literally what they're presenting. If you watch these demos, they show some robots folding clothes, putting bags away on a conveyor belt, maybe vacuuming, cleaning, putting dishes away. And you really look at it and you're like, is this 10, 15 years from now? But no, they already have some on pre-order. About 10,000 people have already put a pre-order for some of the robots out there. Imagine never having to worry about cooking a meal for you, your family, your spouse. So you just talk to a robot or update the app and say, hey, let's have surf and turf tonight. By the time you're home, you settle in, it's about 6 o'clock. Everything's ready, everything's done, the table is set. Now that sounds like a dream everyone would want. And what these companies are promising is they're promising to give us our time back, something that's priceless, never having to worry about chores, cooking, cleaning. All of that is gonna be done by this new humanoid robot. And this could work for anyone, whether you're single, busy parents, working parents, maybe you're a little older and you don't wanna, have to rely on someone to always clean up after you. This will be in your home where you can use at its disposal. When you go to bed, it's gonna be cleaning the house, putting away the trash, cleaning the dishes. After they're done cleaning, it's gonna put them away for you. I mean, stuff like that you would only see in movies or someone super wealthy and rich where they have 24/7 staff. That's not the case anymore. What these companies are presenting is people like you and me, we could have this in our home right now. So what's changed in the past 3 to 4 decades? Well, this is a crazy part. We've always had machines that are able to make things, factories, put bottle caps on, wrap bottles, compress clothes, all these things that we already have, assembly lines for cars. We already have the robots in place. We have the mechanics and all of that. No one wants to have a robot that just folds clothes that costs $20,000. It'd be kind of a waste. The part that was missing the most to now that we have the technology possible for a humanoid robot in our home is the brain. It's the same way as my parents said, you will be a failure. It was the same with these robots. They failed to have the brains to understand what a cup is, to a dish, to a piece of clothing, to a countertop. But now all of that has changed. Think of it as the AI boom that has just been opened up in the past 2 to 3 years. At first, we could tell it, hey, how do you bake a cake? And it breaks it down for you without us having to do a Google search. Now, it'll break down not only a math problem, it'll take apart an Excel sheet, it'll organize it for you, it'll figure out equations, it'll give you the right thing to say, the right way to write an email. All of that and more is now gonna be configured into the robot. Thanks to the language learning models, it's gonna be able to see a cup, a glass, a dish, and be able to distinguish them from one another. And that's what we really needed. We already had the mechanics of the hand moving like a human, the standing up, the posture, bending down, grabbing things. We had all those mechanics for a while now. I don't know if you remember Boston Dynamics, they had these little machines running for almost a decade, but we didn't have the precision of the brain to be able to function, recognize, and learn things. Imagine the robot being in your house and you say, hey, this is how I want you to do the dishes, and you could be OCD. I want you to put them here in this cupboard and over there on the left, and make sure you stack them this height and this color code. It's gonna be able to do all those things, and it's gonna learn, and it's just gonna get better and better. These aren't concepts. These are already shipping right now. Some of them are going for $18,000. You can find them on Amazon, other websites, and OpenAI already has a robot they backed. It's called the Neo. Now, if you watch the ad, it's pretty cool. It does some chores, puts the dishes away, even opens doors. It'll grab things for you, kind of like your own butler, which is really cool. In fact, already 10,000 people have already pre-ordered this robot that supposedly is supposed to come out sometime in 2027 of next year. Robots that will be inside of our home doing the chores we've always hated. And there's even a robot in a factory right now at the BMW factory. The Figure robot is actually working on the assembly line as we speak. And let's not forget about the robots in China. We have Unitree, Xpeng, some other ones that could actually like fight, jump in the air, do karate style, kung fu. Pretty amazing things that you would really think of CGI or AI. And they even put out their videos like this is real footage and they have a human there walking with them. It's pretty fascinating. From the outside, it looks like everything's ready, right? Well, here's the thing. All these companies are really putting out actual footage. It's not AI, it's not CGI, and they're not faking it, but they're only putting the highlight reels. Kind of like mine and yours, Instagram or Facebook. We only put the good moments in life. Like, you know, I finally paid my bills on time, or I finally kept a job longer than 6 months, things like that. So you see the robot folding clothes and it looks really cool, but that's probably the 100th take because it took a long time for it to learn that and to actually figure it out and get it down properly. If we were to watch the unedited footage, it would be really rough because these companies don't want to show all the mistakes. They want to show all the good stuff. And a lot of times the movements are pre-programmed. Like you see them dancing, choreography together. It's really cool. It's cool that we could do that. Those are pre-programmed stuff. It's not how it works in the real world. If you have a robot at your house and you have a little toddler in a little baby seat walking around the house, that might be something you may want to fear. Or the motion sensors of that arm moving, 8-10 miles an hour, and that's like a little bat going into your face. That could be a little scary. So let's start with the speed. Say you have this robot and you're like, hey, I need you to clean my bathroom. It's 10 by 10 feet, whatever, average size bathroom. It starts cleaning it, but then you look at it and you're like, oh, it's actually really slow. It's wiping down the counter, it's hesitating, doesn't know how to go inside the sink. It doesn't know how to turn around properly. It's a little confused. And then you're looking and you're like, okay, it's been 30 minutes and you're still on the counter. Usually someone like us, we could clean a normal sized bathroom, maybe 45 minutes, sweep the floor real quick, wipe down the counters, the mirror, maybe clean the shower a little bit, and then you're done under an hour. This thing is gonna be there for about 2 hours. And by the time it's even close to done, you're gonna have to recharge it again. It's gonna have to take a nap, kind of like a little toddler, like, oh, nap time, gotta plug you in. So to clean the bathroom, you're looking at 2.5, 3 hours. In a normal sized bathroom, I'm not talking about a stadium. And then there's reliability. These robots where we're seeing the highlight reels, they're in controlled labs, the best lighting, the best setup. There's no hiccups, there's no surprises. It's essentially training the robot to move one cup to here, to over there, empty this fridge, open that fridge. Things that it's been programmed for dozens of times. And it gets confused. It fumbles, it drops things. Some of them can't even go upstairs or it'll trip over the carpet. And it's truly not ready to even safely be in your home. Imagine that thing turning around quickly, smacking your toddler in the face. I mean, that could be disastrous. In fact, there was a video I've seen in, I believe it was in China. The robot was walking down an outside area and the kids were laughing, it was doing tricks. Actually kicked a kid in the stomach, no joke. So this isn't to scare you, it's just to show you the reality of where the humanoid robot is. Unless there's somewhere back behind the scenes that we don't know about a robot actually doing these tasks on the fly, but the way we would want them to work, not like Siri or something, then we realize we might have a little bit longer ways to go. It's not really ready to be in our home safely and reliable and efficiently. And these are all engineering problems. Kind of like when the dishwasher came out for the first time, it was a big deal. Like, oh, wow, this machine, could wash my dishes. It didn't even work that good. You had to rewash them when they came out. Now, no one's surprised with them. You never have someone come to your house and say, oh, wow, you got a dishwasher. Everybody has it. Apartments, homes, trailer homes, it doesn't matter. It's very, very common. The way this machine is going to learn and get better and the engineering is going to advance is they're going to have it in factories and assembly lines. It's be doing the work that it has to bolt on machines and cars and put them together, where the liability of a human or the danger of a kid getting crushed by a robot is not going to really happen in a factory floor. And that's where the advancements are going to continue. So we're not necessarily at the finish line. We're at the messy line where it still has progress. It still has a few hiccups. It's kind of like when AI first came out and all those videos looked really wacky. That's kind of where we're at with the engineering and brain aspect of these robots. So if I were you, I wouldn't spend 20, 30 grand on one of these robots now, unless you just have money to throw around or you're trying to grow your YouTube channel. I would be a little bit patient. and see what is coming soon. But I'll tell you this, it definitely isn't far off. Again, like I said, with AI, when AI first came out, it was in its elementary stages, and we use it as more of like a refined Google search. Now we're creating AI to do efficiencies and do tasks and chores of work that we never really want to do. Writing emails, creating Excel sheets, even presentations, designs, editing footage, all of those things were so far-fetched, now are pretty normal. So what we have to look forward to now is the next robot that comes out in maybe 1 to 2 years, in my opinion. It'll eventually have the progress. Once it learns an assembly line, it could do mundane tasks over and over again, and the language learning models keep getting better and better. That's when we'll have an actual robot that we can place into our home. And that's gonna really make the difference. So if you wanna stick around to see more videos like this, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and share this video with someone that really wants to see how far or how close we are to having actual robots in our home. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.